Hey there, I'm Carolyn Southwell, and this is a quick video for you if you are thinking about doing EFT work with me and you want to get a sense of me and what this whole EFT thing is that you have maybe been considering or had recommended to you. So in this video, I'm basically going to cover three things to give you a sense of the work. Three things. One, what is EFT? Two, how is it helpful for you? And three, how does my work differ from what you might have experienced with other EFT practitioners or what you might have seen online? So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It is a collection of techniques or a tool that can be used in order to resolve some problems, help you feel emotionally lighter. Sometimes it is called acupuncture, or acupressure would be more relevant, for emotions. So it's giving you freedom from those emotional reactions or those really big emotions that feel like they can kind of wipe you out. But it's more than that. Now, EFT is often called tapping, and that is because we tap on these acupuncture or acupressure points on the face and several points on the body that are quite easily accessible. There are over 300 acupressure points around, across the whole body, but we just use a handful of them that are super convenient. So I walk you through all of that, the actual process. It's super simple to do and to follow along if you're totally new to EFT. But that's basically what EFT is. It is a stress reduction tool. It is a tool that can give you freedom from those emotions that might sideswipe you, where you suddenly realize that you're so angry that you can't think straight, or you feel so shocked by an incident that you can't function properly to do the things that you need to do. Or you feel so embarrassed by something that happened that you shut down and then you don't share your creativity with the world. Think of any uncomfortable emotion, and EFT can help you to have freedom from that emotion in order to then go and do the thing you really want to do, or interact with your loved ones the way you wish that you could if you hadn't been so sideswiped by those emotions. Now, I've already answered a little bit of question two, which is how EFT is helpful. But basically, the two main ways that we're going to use EFT in a session, broadly speaking, are one, to solve a problem. And that's going to be on a more superficial level. So you might come to me and say, hey, I am struggling with an argument I had with my partner last night. Right? And you just can't get past it. You just can't get over it. And you know it's going to get in the way if you don't let it go. Right? So we can look at things from, I have this problem and it's causing me to feel this way. And I just want to feel better about this thing. Right? So we can use it as here's the problem. Let's work out how to solve the problem. Yep. And then the other way is to look more deeply at what is holding a particular pattern of behavior in place. So we're going to go down into the core of things. If that's something that you want to do, every session is tailored to you and what you need on that day, because this is a two-person relationship. So I meet you where you're at, and I'm really going to go with you where you want to go. So you get my guidance, but you bring you and your stuff that you want to work on. So in this second way that we're looking at getting to the core of a problem. Is there a belief that's causing a drama? Is there something that happened when you were younger that has set up a pattern that we can start to unravel? So hopefully that makes sense without going into more. So it doesn't matter whether or not you are somebody who... Here's the thing about EFT. It's called Emotional Freedom Techniques, but even if you're a person who can't tell me how you feel emotionally, it doesn't matter. If you know that you have a problem and you want to solve it and you like the way that I communicate, if I feel good to you, then that's all we need to know. Then you can go ahead and book a session and the rest we will work out together. You'll bring you, I'll bring me, together we'll create magic. That's the plan. So how is my work different from others? There's two main differences. A lot of what you will see on the internet, if you have been watching other videos, is you will have seen probably quite a lot of scripts of if you have this problem, say this thing. And you'll probably have seen a lot of more positive tapping. Let's tap on what we want the result to be. Let's tap on the affirmation. Let's tap on the this idea of moving towards the positivity. So let's break that down. I don't use scripts. If I was ever going to do a script with you, I would hand create it, write it for you. As in, I would totally tailor make it to you. Because here's the thing, your brain, your mind, more appropriately, is programmed with all your words, your meanings, your understandings, your belief systems, which means if you're going to have really effective tapping sessions or EFT sessions, then myself or any other practitioner who works with you is going to take your words and create the entire session around what's inside here. That's how you make progress. You make progress by working with what you already hold within you. Which brings me to my second point. This trend towards positive tapping and affirmations and tapping in what you want is very rarely effective, because EFT works by releasing what is already within you. It's very, very useful to have a very clear goal of where you want to go. And I'm going to ask you about your goals in the session. I want to know where it is that we're walking together. And then we're going to come right back to what's in here. What are you holding in your mind and your body that feels uncomfortable, that needs to be freed and released and resolved from within your body? Because we don't get to wonderful, loving relationships by ignoring the fact that there is a part of us that feels unlovable. We get there by being with what is, by being with the part of us that feels unlovable. We don't get to amazing health by going, oh yes, I think I'll just continually visualize having a healthy body. That's only a teeny tiny part of it. The biggest part, the lion's share that is not talked about anywhere near enough, in my opinion, after doing this kind of work for a very long time, is being with the part of you that feels like it feels hopeless. It feels like I'm never going to heal. It feels like I'm fill in the blank with whatever is your challenge with your body in this example. So being with the part of you, being with what is, being with what hurts, being with what is uncomfortable. And that's where I come in. I'm going to expertly guide you into being with the parts of you that you have been repressing, suppressing, hiding, shying away from. I get it. They're freaking uncomfortable. I get it, because I do this work with myself every day. I practice what I preach. And it's about being with the thing that you really don't want to be with. Because that's where the magic happens, babe. That's where the magic happens. It happens by being with what is. I could talk about that all day long, as you can probably tell. So this short video will blow out if I don't pause there. So they're probably two of the three key differences. We're going to use your words, absolutely your words. And we're going to be with what is, and I'm going to be with you while we be with what is, the thing that's uncomfortable. Because that's where total magic and miracles happen. And then the third is the loving, compassionate space that I come with. So I'm coming with a space of presence, non-judgment, as your compassionate witness. So I'm guiding you through the work so that you can walk through it without getting lost, without getting overwhelmed. I'm there with you. I'm holding your hand, figuratively speaking, through the screen. But I'm also doing that in a space of like, you can feel your shame and I won't judge you. You can feel your anger and I won't judge you. You can cry and I won't judge you. And you might not do any of those things in a session, because everybody's session is different. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show up and I'm going to meet you where you're at. And that's how I feel like my work is quite different to what you may have experienced anywhere else. So hopefully that gives you a sense of me. Other little logistical things, the other things that might be important to you, I have been coaching for 8.5 years, intuitive coaching, one-on-one with people and with groups. I have been doing some version of tapping for 5.5 years, I think, depending on the date that you see this video. And I have done training with EFT International, which after 10 months of scouring the internet in every corner I could find, EFT International was the highest level training body that I could find. So I love their professionalism and their reputation and their ethos when it comes to this work. And much of what you'll see me do is things that have been taught to me layer by layer through that work. So that's me. How you can book in for sessions, the easiest thing to do that's going to be true regardless of how long into the future you watch this video is to go to Coaching with Caroline, all one word, coachingwithcaroline.as.me. And I keep all of the various different types of coaching offers, including EFT, on that page. So you'll be able to find it regardless of whether I change my offerings or my links or whatever. So Coaching with Caroline, CAROLINE.as.me. Okay, I hope this video finds you well. Bye.